Hello and welcome, my friends. The Theironhulk is here bringing you a very special review today. Today we have the Playmates Toys Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Classics. Boom, we got Michelangelo. Now, yes, my name is Michael, and they call him Mikey in the show and other medias. So, of course, I'll start with Michelangelo. And in packaging, he looks incredible. The packaging is just like the original 1988 figures. Of course, I wasn't born yet, but I did get these figures and I loved them. So I am having some nostalgia at the moment with the box, because it really looks like the original packaging, just a lot nicer. So in the front we have a nice static shot of the Ninja Turtles. We got Leo, Raph, Mikey, and Don. So yeah, and the lettering's pretty nice, Michelangelo. We have a giant warning, just in case your children like to swallow action figures. And we have some cool stickers. 34 points of articulation. That's pretty crazy. I remember my Ninja Turtles having, I think, 6 points, maybe less. Turn to the back here, we have another cool shot of the Turtles and the other figures you can buy. And you can go on Nickelodeon.com. See, that's weird. I completely forgot that Nickelodeon bought the rights to the Ninja Turtles, and then all of a sudden a new show comes and I'm like, oh my, that looks awful. And so we can go up here and you can pause this and read it if you want. I'm not going to read it. I can't read. And one interesting thing, on the top here, no Nickelodeon symbol. On the back, it's very blatantly obvious that it says Nickelodeon. What's up with that? I don't know. Maybe to not piss off fans like me, I said, hey, they were not on Nickelodeon. But anyways, nice box, really great. I mean, I made a mistake. I bought 2 Michelangelos, so I will keep this one in packaging. But we will get to the figure itself right about now. Boom. So Michelangelo stands at about 6 inches. So he's actually a pretty big figure for a Ninja Turtles figure. Original Ninja Turtles. Because I remember they were about 3 3/4 scale, around there. And so this guy is definitely a much more collector-friendly figure compared to the usual kids, less articulation, more style, more pose type of figures where you can't really move them too well. This guy is just incredible. I want to get into full detail here because I hate to bash on Playmates, but, you know, their track record with quality isn't really that amazing. You know, they made some cool toys, but nothing to blow your minds with. So, to begin with, the sculpting on this guy is incredible. I mean, I'm having weird flashbacks because they've captured the essence of the show Turtles, but then they also captured the look of the action figures that were released in the 80s and early 90s of the Turtles, and they had a different look. They were much more hardcore, like really angry. You know, like their teeth were sticking out. Mikey's mouth is actually shut. He's the only of the 4 brothers that has a closed mouth. So, that makes him different, I guess. He's always been different. And so, yeah, so he's got more of the show look, but at the same time, his facial expression is very, angry. He's got an angry, well, they all have angry looks. They're just pissed off. And I really like that concept with the toys because it made them seem a bit more edgy and sort of closer to the original comic books compared to their wackiness and sort of satirical personalities that they had in the show, where, you know, I remember Raph was breaking the 4th wall and whatnot. And these guys are just straight up just pissed off, you know, they just want to kick Shredder's ass. They want to just, yeah, take care of them. So, detailing on the shell is awesome. Very clean, proper sculpting, just really cool. You can see he has holsters for his nunchucks, which are made of real metal. Believe it or not, that's really cool. Definitely a nice addition and really cool detailing. Let me remove one of them here. So the detailing on the nunchuck itself, focus, you bastard. There we go. It's pretty nice. I mean, it's simple. It's simple, it's a plastic mold. What are you gonna do? So to insert the nunchuck into his holster, you just squeeze that sucker in. And it stays in quite nicely. I mean, I really dig it. Looks cool. Of course, I'd rather have him holding the nunchuck, but anywho, articulation-wise, this guy, holy crap! Like the box said, he had a freaking 34 points of articulation. That's a lot. So his head's on a ball joint. It doesn't really move too much, but you can, you know, you can do some stuff with it. And his arms are crazy. I love his arms, and not in a weird way, not in a weird turtle romance way. I just think they're great for posing. So he's got the ball hinge. He's got cut on his bicep. He can bend his elbows with 2 pin joints. That's incredible. He's got a pin joint on his wrist, but it's really difficult. You can see, there you go. You can bend it up and whatnot. And then to put the icing on the cake, the fingers are individually jointed. You know, when I open this guy up, I'm like, oh my god, if I was like 7 years old, not even, probably 13, I would have died. I mean, his fingers can do all kinds of crazy crap. His thumb bends and can turn, and then he even has a joint where he can move the fingers back and forth like that. Crazy stuff. So you can do all kinds of cool poses with it. And his mid-waist, well, upper waist, I guess, has a cool ball swivel, so you can do some crazy poses as well. And then his legs, they're on a ball joint up top, but then at this part there's a cut. And if you saw Optibotimus's review, he said he wasn't really fond of it, but if you want to do some really crazy poses, they actually work out quite well, because well, the rest of the articulation is a bit floppy. If you want to do like a 1 foot stance, like if he's kicking, this leg might not hold it together. But if you turn the joint, the ball joint that's attached to the rest of his body, and then turn the cut joint, it sort of holds it in place. So there you go. So he's got the double hinged knees, very cool. And then he's got single hinged ankles, which I do wish you could have the ball swivel. If you saw my Hawkeye review, I did say we were spoiled by it, and now I miss it. His toes are individually articulated as well, so you can do some crazy stuff with that. You can pull some crazy riding moves and have him hold a sword or something with his toes. So yeah, detailing on his belt is awesome, very, very show accurate. And the bandana, pretty sweet. So Mikey is an awesome figure. The other accessory he comes with is this really kick-ass stand, where it's the sewer, the top of the sewer lid. Is that what you call it? And it's got the Ninja Turtle symbol, and then it's got his name. Really nice. Like I was not expecting these figures to be top class figures. You know, I was expecting them to be a little bit nicer than what we usually get with Ninja Turtles, because most of the time we just get, you know, half-assed figures for kids. But this is really for the adult collector, without a doubt. I can't see kids going, oh my god, you know, I have to have these Ninja Turtles, because kids didn't grow up, or at least kids that are growing up at the moment, I don't think they grew up with Ninja Turtles, unless they count the CGI movie. I don't know. But yeah, this is definitely a nostalgia factor. This guy is kick-ass. And of course, I have a softer spot for Michelangelo, because we share the same name, sort of. So, overall, amazing figure. I mean, he is just, woo! I mean, I sound like I work for Playmates Toys because I'm trying to sell this figure to you guys, but seriously, go pick this guy up. Because I'm pretty sure that once they hit the shelves, I got this guy off Amazon. Once they hit the shelves, you might have a hard time finding them if you know, wait a bit. So, quick size comparison. Here he is with Mumra. This is the Bandai Mumra. So, here's the interesting thing. He's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Mumra is the ever-living mummy demon from Thundercats. This is how big these turtles are. They're pretty freaking big figures, and they're wide. So you're really getting the bang for your buck. You're getting really sick, detailed figures, and they're sturdy. They're good-sized figures. Mumra, I mean, come on, man. Sorry, Mumra. Mumra is about 6.5, so they stand about 6 inches. So overall, my friends, if you're a fan of Ninja Turtles or just really, really fucked up, cartoony ninja things, anything that involves violence, pick these guys up. Please. I am in love with this figure. I am in love with the whole series, and I hope they bring Shredder, Bebop, Rocksteady, and of course Master Splinter. So until next time, my friends, the Theironhulk is signing off. Adios.